From cars to ships, the Panama Canal expansion project has been suspended because of massive cost overruns. And that's having an impact on the way that ports across the country are doing business. Jane Wells has the story.
Webcam pictures from the Panama Canal show the $5 billion expansion project dead in the water. An endeavor to allow bigger ships to travel between Asia and the east coast of the United States has been sidelined by more than $1.5 billion in cost overruns. That is bad news for places like the Port of Savannah.
Any delay in the canal's expansion just limits our competitiveness, not just here in the state of Georgia, but really in the United States East Coast and Gulf. You know, it's about bringing better economies of scale to commerce overall.
This port, like those from Miami to New York, has been spending big dollars preparing for big ships bringing goods directly to them. The delay also hurts Gulf ports preparing to export liquefied natural gas to Asia.
We've been spending about $100 million a year. That's a round number, but about $1 billion, and we'll spend about $1.4 billion over the next 10 years to more efficiently handle commerce.
But the delay isn't seen as bad news for everyone. Here at the Port of Los Angeles, the big ships can still come in and dock and unload. Then cargo can go by rail or truck to the Midwest or the East. But they see this delay as only a temporary reprieve.
You know, the Panama Canal is going to finish, whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, or next year.
So the port is spending over $1 billion to improve facilities to prevent a noticeable drop in business. Burlington Northern, owned by Berkshire Hathaway, is spending $500 million to improve rail facilities at the LA port, though it is being sued over traffic and pollution concerns. And more warehouses are going up along interstate routes out of California for trucks. Los Angeles and Long Beach make up the largest port complex in the country, but competition isn't expected just from the canal, but from every port from Mexico to Seattle.
You've got to be out there in front of it, and that's what we've done. We've saw it coming. We've investing over $1.2 billion in infrastructure improvements. It's working with our customers on their logistics. How can they get it to market as soon as possible?
This week's talks between contractors and canal authorities will resume to try to determine who will cover the extra costs. An arbitrator says a stoppage could delay the expanded opening of the canal to 2020, though Panamanian authorities vow they will open next year even if they have to finish the job themselves. No one may be watching more closely than ports in the U.S., from sea to shining sea. For Nightly Business Report, Jane Wells, Los Angeles.